Welcome to this unboxing video. I ordered not one but two new pens. One of them was an accident, I swear. Let's start with the first one. Now you immediately know what brand it is, because I kept it a secret when I announced on Mastodon that I had purchased a new pen. I do not own any platinum pens up to this point. A friend of mine has one and he's very pleased with it, and I wanted to give it a try. And the reason why I ordered two pens instead of one is because the pen I actually wanted, another platinum in a certain colorway, was sort of sold out. And I was like, okay, I can't get the nib that I want, so never mind, I'll order another one instead, which is this one. But then I couldn't get the other pen out of my head, so I ordered it as well. It was an expensive week, to say the least. So let's open it up. So this is the Platinum Century 3776 in the color Chenonceau Blanc, white. Chenonceau is apparently a castle in France. And this pen spoke to me because of the white, clean aesthetic, if you will. Has a fine nib. Here's the converter. How does this work? Okay, just like this. Feels nice when you post it, but also seems okay if you don't post it. We're gonna test the pen later, of course. Let's first open the other box. The second box is a lot bigger, as you can see, so this should give a hint that there is more than a pen in here. I ordered cases to store stuff like the other pens and stationery tools that I use. One is to take with me to work, others can also be used for cable storage if I'm traveling. For example, this one, you can store cables here, pens here, and it has a flap. You can store even more stuff here, maybe some washi tapes here. Yeah, there are lots of options, so to say. I also bought an ink to go with my new pen, Lady Grey, like a nice grey purple color. One washi tape, just because it looked cool, the design. And I also I bought a new Hobonichi cover to go with the coloring of the second pen. These are big hints. I'm obsessed with this color, the lavender color lately. Which is why I truly wanted this pen. And I think I ordered, like I looked around on the internet everywhere, at least on European websites, to get this one, the Platinum Century in Misty Bloom. But I did not get it with the nib that I would prefer, which would be a medium. So I ordered this one at the penstore.nl, and it was the last pen they had in the nib extra fine, which isn't a nib I would prefer. But I just couldn't get this pen out of my head. I mean, look at this. Yeah, perfect. Perfect. Oh my God. Extra fine. I am so curious if I will like the writing experience. But yeah, this pen is like the perfect color for me right now. The lavender purple, the rosé gold accents. It's just so refined looking. I absolutely love it. And these two go very well together, I would say. So we got a fine nib and an extra fine nib. Time to ink these up. The Lady Grey will definitely go into the Misty Bloom Platinum. And for this one, I'm not sure yet. I think I will go for one of my Pilot inks, but I'm not sure yet which one. Be right back. I got ink all over my hand in proper fashion. Oh well. So let's start with the Chenonceau. I ended up inking it up with Iroshizuku Konpeki. What date is it today? 2nd of June. Wow. The only other Japanese pen I have is a Sailor Pro Gear. And that is scratchy as hell compared to this one. This one is smooth. It's very, it glides over the paper. I've never felt anything like this. I mean, not that I'm a fountain pen expert or anything, but wow, I'm impressed how nice this writes. And by the way, this is on a Rhodia dot pad. We'll try Tomoe River paper after, but I'm really curious. This is my first extra fine Japanese nib. And I also wonder how the Lady Grey will do in this pen. Oof. Oh my god, dude. Yeah, this is gonna take some getting used to, I can already tell. And can you imagine that this is not even the finest nib? They have an ultra extra fine. What the hell? Diamond, Lady Grey. You know what this reminds me of? This is like writing with a mechanical pencil. It feels very precise. That's the best way I can put it. I think this ink is legible at least, but I think it would be, like, its properties would be better visible if you ink it up in a broader nib, of course. Now it actually looks like I've written this with a mechanical pencil. If you wouldn't know, I inked this up with a purple-gray color, or you wouldn't know this swatch was here. It looks like writing with a pencil, in this color at least. And the crazier thing is that I can't see that much difference between, like, these lines. But the writing experience is impacted a lot. It feels a lot different between these two nibs. By the way this pen handles, like the way it holds, it's very comfortable. So what about writing without posting the cap? No, I prefer to have a little more weight to the pen. Oh, did you see that? It was squirting ink. Don't know why that happened. Okay, let's try a different paper. This is an old Hobonichi planner from 2024. So it doesn't have the shitty paper that we had in 2025. Let's see how this impacts the writing experience. I mean, let's compare the lines. Yeah, okay, this is what I like to see. Like, this is the type of paper I do most of my writing on, followed by Rhodia paper. But I like that the line is a little bit thicker on the Hobonichi paper. And I hope this trend will continue with the second pen, because I do like this a little bit more. Let's hope it doesn't squirt again. Did it squirt from there? I don't know. Is that a heart on the nib? Like a heart-shaped thing? Crazy. I feel like you can see less purple in the ink now. It's more gray. Although if you hold this bit of the pen, like the purple part, it does complement it so well. But what I was hoping to see and feel happened, that I still don't feel like there is too much of a difference between the fine and the extra fine nib, which is great because, I mean, that's why I initially didn't want to order the extra fine nib. I thought it would be like a bridge too far. Like, and in the Hobonichi, sometimes I feel compelled to write very small and petite, and that's fine. But I'm happy that it's not too extreme with this pen. Let's compare. Yeah, I like how this ink looks a lot more on the Hobonichi paper, which is, again, is good because this is my most used paper. Conclusion for now. These are the most beautiful pens that I own right now. Let's compare in size with my Sailor. Ah, that's funny. I hadn't noticed until now that, like, the Sailor, they have a flat top and bottom, and this is more rounded, which to me makes it look more elegant, if you will. But these are now my high-end Japanese pens, and let me quickly write with the Sailor to compare the feel. I think this one was called Passion Fruit or something, from the Fruit series. And I thought this had a medium fine nib, but I can't really see much difference between the platinum pens, but the feeling on paper is very different. This is scratchy. I mean, maybe you can even hear it, that there is a lot of feedback. And now I wonder if this nib needs tuning or if this is a feature, if this is normal. Like I said, I'm not a fountain pen pro, so I wouldn't know. Like, I have this pen for 1.5 years now, and I've used it to great pleasure for 1.5 years, so it's not like it needs fixing. I'm just wondering if something is wrong with this nib, or if this is a normal Japanese scratchy nib. I don't know. But the Dutch pen show will happen this weekend, so perhaps I'm meeting up with some friends there. Perhaps they can tell me. It's nice to have friends in this community, especially friends who are well versed into the fountain pen world. But meanwhile, I'm super pleased with this. This is the pen I really truly wanted to have. This is the pen that I sort of got as a backup price, and now I have both. Oops! Thank you for watching. Bye!